Alright, this is my first YouTube video about small engines. It's about my latest antique engine, a 1944 Briggs Model N. It's one of the earlier models with the cast iron cylinder head. Right now, the thing I'm working on is the sediment bowl and the petcock valve for the engine. The glass sediment bowl cleaned up really nicely. What I need to do now is just try to scrape some of the gunk out of the top of the bowl there, and then loosen up the petcock for the tank. That's really stuck and mucky with old gas and stuff. As for the tank, which goes on these brackets here, I got my own method of cleaning that, and I'll show that to you. It's my homemade gas tank shaker. This is a half-horse single-phase motor I found in the trash, and that's the gas tank. Inside the tank is some 1¼ sheetrock screws and a little bit of paint thinner. This pulley on the motor here, when I found it, the pulley had a really large chip out of it, and it's cast iron, so it fractures pretty easily. All I did was make that chip a lot bigger and took off about 1/3 of the pulley. So when it runs like this, it shakes it up really good, and about an hour of that on each inside surface of the tank, it'll be looking like brand new. So I've already taken off the carburetor, cleaned that out real nice. Wasn't too bad on the inside. Didn't have any water in it or old gas. The gas had evaporated. So I just cleaned the needles here, the main needle and the idle needle up in here. It moves really freely, no problem. The air cleaner's nice. And it didn't have spark when I got it, but it just needed a breaker point cleaning. So that was no big deal. I took the valves out, cleaned them off, and lapped them back in. They're good to go now. Everything on it is telling me that it'll run with no problems. Now, if you look close, you'll see how clean it is, especially in between the cooling fins here, where you'd normally see grease and grass and dirt build up. That's not there. And even if we take off the blower housing, you can see the red primer that Briggs and Stratton used before they painted it. It's in really nice shape overall. The only thing is, you can't read any of the words that were on the tag. You can only read the numbers, Model N, the type number, and the serial. And you can see the valve clearances were stamped in there. So it shouldn't take too much to get it running. I'll make a video once it is running, and I have a little mount for it. Alrighty.